International SIM cards versus prepaid SIM cards. Traveling overseas soon. Avoid high roaming costs and get yourself a travel SIM card, an international SIM card with data that works all over the world. Does that exist? Yes. And good news for my 2023 comparison, I included eSIM cards as well. Let me first explain the differences between a local prepaid SIM card and a global travel SIM card. Then I give you a comparison of the best international SIM cards available for traveling abroad in 2023, including all the pros and cons, so you can decide for yourself if you think it is worth buying an international SIM card or go for a local prepaid SIM card on arrival in your destination. For your convenience, I ranked the best international SIM cards from best to worst. Number 1 is my top recommendation, then number 2, and so on. SIM cards are tiny plastic cards comparable with a micro SD card that you put in your phone and allows you to connect to a mobile network. Slowly though, these physical SIM cards will be replaced by eSIM cards, the easiest way to stay connected when traveling. Prepaid SIM cards that you buy in a store are generally just valid in the country you are in. But there are also international SIM cards and eSIM cards that can be used in multiple countries. It would be devastating to travel the world and not being able to connect to the internet or make phone calls. Having the newest smartphone but not being able to use it and keep in touch with your friends and family is frustrating. Since I am on a journey to travel to every country in the world, I get to a new country regularly. Everywhere I go I buy a new local prepaid SIM card, since it is the best and cheapest way to stay connected. In my bag I have a collection of about 200 little prepaid SIM cards from all over the world. As of May 2023, I have visited more than 155 countries. Thanks to local prepaid SIM cards, eSIM cards or international SIM cards, we don't have to rely on international roaming or Wi-Fi anymore when we travel overseas. In the past, it was the go-to option, but the sky-high roaming charges necessitated the creation of more reliable and affordable options. Especially since public Wi-Fi is an unsecured connection. We want to be online in a secure and reliable way when traveling. But before buying an international SIM card for your trip abroad, I want to make you aware of the existence of local prepaid SIM cards. Because the main reason I am making this video is to save you on high roaming costs when traveling, and in most cases local prepaid SIM cards are the cheapest way to get data on your phone. There is a big difference between local prepaid SIM cards and international SIM cards. While the former is great for traveling in one country, an international SIM card is a great option for travelers who don't intend to stay in a country for very long and visit multiple countries on one trip. An exception is a European SIM card. There are international SIM cards created just for Europe, but also a lot of local prepaid SIM cards in Europe allow free roaming within the EU. For example, all the below-listed international SIM cards claim to cover Africa. Yes, they are not lying, but the rates per MB are averaging around 10 cents. That means 100 megabytes will cost you $10. That can be as little as using Instagram for about 5 minutes. Comparing this to a local prepaid SIM card in Uganda, for example, where the same $10 gives you more than 12 gigabytes data for 1 month, you can understand why Travel TomTom recommends a local prepaid SIM card over a global SIM card. A local prepaid SIM card is in 95/100 times cheaper than an international SIM card. Therefore, in the beginning of this video, I told you that you will have to decide whether you want to buy an international SIM card for traveling or buying a local SIM card on arrival. Local prepaid SIM cards are often pretty cheap and come with big value data bundles. Most countries and operators have special tourist SIM cards. Downside is that you can only buy them on arrival, so you have to visit a phone store during your holiday or get one from the airport. But where local prepaid SIM cards stop working, international SIM cards continue to roam. With a SIM card designed with overseas travel in mind, you'll always be able to go online as soon as the plane touches the ground. With international SIM cards, you can cross borders and continue to enjoy data on your phone and browsing the internet, make/receive calls, and send texts as though you are still at home. Crossing many borders in a short period of time. International SIM cards are the best solution. Which one? Personally, I recommend eSIM cards for traveling in 2023. Buying an international SIM card can only be done online through a third party. In this video, I will show you the best available offers for buying a global SIM card for world travelers, and I will link directly to the company's website, so that may you be interested you can have a look for more details on their homepages. Great resources for buying international SIM cards and eSIM cards are SIM options for physical SIM cards as well as eSIM cards and Airlo for eSIM cards. Personally, I use SIM options more than Airlo. Local prepaid SIM cards can only be bought in a store or kiosk in the destination itself. In almost every country you will find local prepaid SIM card shops on arrival at the international airport. Keep in mind that buying a local prepaid SIM card on an international airport is mostly more expensive. You can get much better prepaid SIM card deals from official retail stores in city centers, shopping malls, or from random mobile phone shops. In some countries you will also find local prepaid SIM cards in convenience stores, gas stations, or supermarkets. Keep in mind when buying a local prepaid SIM card in any of these shops that you will mostly have to activate the SIM card yourself. That means it is not like plug and play. Two things that both local and international SIM cards have in common is that they avoid high roaming costs. When you have time and want the cheapest option, you should consider buying a prepaid SIM card on arrival in your destination. But if you are looking for the most convenient way to stay connected and want to arrive prepared at your holiday destination, then order an international SIM card or an eSIM card. Also keep in mind that overseas data plans and roaming packages from the mobile operator from your home country do not allow you to use full data speed. Travel TomTom recommends an Orange Holiday World SIM card, a 3UK AIO20 SIM card, or a Discover Global eSIM card for traveling the world in 2023. Personally, I have a Discover Global eSIM card for 180 days with 20 GB data installed on my phone, and then mostly I buy a prepaid SIM card in the destination as well. But keep in mind that I travel 365 days a year. In 2022, for example, I visited a total of 62 countries. As expected, there's a wide range of international SIM cards available on the internet. The challenge that most travelers are faced with is choosing the best one for their trip. The pricing and capabilities vary widely, and some cater best for one trip but suck for another trip. In the following section, I will review and compare the top international SIM cards. Read through the list carefully and only pick the travel SIM that works for you. As promised, I listed the best travel SIM cards on top. In short, best SIM card for Europe, Orange Holiday World and 3UK, or a Discover Global eSIM card. Best SIM card for Caribbean, no roaming or KeepGo. Best SIM card for North America, Orange Holiday World and 3UK, or a Discover Global eSIM card. Best SIM card for Central America, 3UK. Best SIM card for South America, 3UK, or Discover Global eSIM card. Best SIM card for Africa, Orange Holiday World and Surf Roam. Best SIM card for Asia, Discover Global eSIM card. Best SIM card for Southeast Asia, Smart Data eSIM. Best SIM card for the Middle East, Smart Traveler eSIM. Best SIM card for Oceania, Smart Traveler eSIM. Traveling to the Middle East. I visited all countries in the Middle East myself and wrote detailed SIM card guides for them: Qatar, Dubai, Bahrain, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel, etc.